So this is my story. 32, single, unemployed, and dealing with lawsuits. Can I restart my life for the better? Let's see. So in your 30s, people are expecting you to be partnered up with someone, get married, have a few kids, and have a stable job, climb up the corporate ladder, and be happy with your life. You're supposed to have it all there already, instead of still figuring out how to get through the next 10 years. And somehow I don't have a job, no income, just relying on myself. How can I get through it? So let's talk about why I don't have a job first. So some background about me. I have spent 10 years working in finance. I actually graduated with a Bachelor of Economics degree, majoring in finance at the University of Queensland, Australia on a full scholarship. So that was really amazing. I spent 3 years in Australia without having to pay anything and without a bond. And then I came back to Malaysia to contribute to the Malaysian economy. I started working at Malaysia's sovereign wealth fund, Khazanah Nasional, which gave me a peek into the world of private equity and venture capital, whereby I learned how to assess private startups for investment opportunities. So instead of you investing in the stock market, you actually invest in companies that are not available to the public. And after that, I moved into investment banking for many years. So I did corporate finance advisory. I advise companies how to raise funding, whether it is through issuing shares or issuing debt securities or issuing hybrid securities, which means a combination of equity and debt, in order for whatever initiatives the company want, whether they want to expand or they want to repay their debts, they need more money. As an investment bank, we help them find the money. And also we have to advise companies that want to go public. So we help to list them on the Malaysian stock market, Bursa Malaysia. And it was until the latest job that I had at a local bank in Malaysia. 2024, I joined the bank in January. And then the real nightmare started, January. I still remember the first week I joined the bank, I received an email of a warning letter by the HR department in my first or second week of the job, when I'm still getting used to the environment and everyone. Apparently someone didn't like my social media posts. And the problem was that I wasn't even posting anything sensitive. Like, I was sharing a lot about my personal life. Where do I go to eat, this restaurant or that? And sometimes I would share like very general tips, not even tips, it's like knowledge, like how to buy a house. What do you assess when buying a house? Because at one point of time, I was registered in a real estate course. So I learned things, then I just share about things. And when I learned like about investment knowledge, I would just share general investment knowledge without directing people to buy this or sell that. And I also do not share anything about banking industry and that bank in particular. But apparently the HR said that my social media is a problem and I can't post whatever I want to post, even if it's like personal stuff. And I'm like, what is this? It wasn't in the company policy that joining this company meant that this company is going to control my social media, especially when I'm not posting anything sensitive or anything related to the bank. Like, I don't even tell people which bank I work at even, because I just don't want to, right? It's sensitive, right? So of course I know what is sensitive or not to not post. But the HR said that, yeah, someone reported you. So just, yeah, you got a warning letter. So I was quite like pissed. And I started suspecting that the colleague that was sitting beside me, a woman that is like a few years older than me, is the culprit. Apparently the woman shared rumors about me to other colleagues when I first joined the company. So to the point that even some colleagues thought I was a bad person, that they don't really want to talk to me at first, until they realized that, hey, I am innocent, that I'm so nice. Only then they tell me after a few months that, oh, this person actually shared rumors about you. Do you know that? And I'm like, it was the same person I've been suspecting all along. And when I found out who the person was that was sabotaging me all along, of course I want to report that person. So I know that person has been stalking my social media along with a few other toxic colleagues. So I wrote on my Instagram story, I know you are watching me all this while. You're stalking me. You're obsessed with me. So I'm going to just report you. Actually, at that point of time, I just wanted to stop them, like to warn them to not continue. That's all. So I was just like trying to warn them, stop this or I will report you. And you know what happened after that? A few days later, I got an email from the HR department. Now this time, it's even a better news. You should leave the company. It's time up. So they want me to leave. And I was like, what did I do wrong now? I'm asked to leave? I've been doing my work? Why do I have to leave? So I tried to appeal. And then I was suddenly called to the HR room and they started telling me that I didn't do my work was bad, and I handed up a blank report and that the report was done by my director. And my director even said, yeah, she handed up a blank report and I was the one that did the report. This is complete sabotage. These are all lies. And the HR actually didn't bother to find out the truth. Every time I tried to appeal and every time I said I want to share something, they just turned everything down and then said the decision has been made. You don't have the choice to appeal anyway. I'm like, what? I had been doing my work all the time. So people tell me he also took other people's credit until the other people also had to resign because they cannot stand him anymore. And it was not just one person that resigned because of him. A few have resigned because they cannot stand working with him because he kept trying to take other people's credit for work, and he did that to me, but I was the one that was being asked to leave immediately instead of having the chance to still resign before I can find a job. Yeah. So I left. I had to leave without a job. That was forced unemployment. That was unfair dismissal. So I reported that and I tried to appeal for that. After I tried to lodge in my appeal, you know what happened? How did the bank and the people within react to my appeal? I got thrown a defamation lawsuit. Wow. My first lawyer letter in my life. I didn't know how to react. I was like, what is this? Asking me to repay 1 million in damages because I reported against the people that messed up my life. I was super stressed. Mentally, I just broke down. I went into a really dark period. Like I couldn't find my way out. And I had a lot of anxiety. I was like crying a lot by myself at night. And it's so bad that because they are the bank and they're big, they get to play games like this. It was so hard for me. I was so stressed up. And suddenly, half a year later, I had some pain in my lower stomach area. And at first I thought, wow, stomach pain, I need like Panadol. But I felt that I never had this kind of pain before. It's a bit weird. Then only my mom told me, maybe you should go to have a proper medical checkup. So I did a proper scan and I found out that I actually have fibroids inside my uterus. And it's not just one, it's like many fibroids. And it's not just like those fibroids that are small. Like you often hear people say they have like 3 to 5 cm fibroids in their uterus. For mine, it's like I have one as big as 15 cm, and I have a few that are 7 to 8 cm, and many more that are between 3 to 5 cm. And I have many of those fibroids inside my uterus. Like all of a sudden, I never ever had this. I never ever had this kind of pain ever in my life. So wow, I lost my job, no income, dealt with a lawsuit, and then I had to go for operation because of this fibroids. And my mental health was messed up. I was like in such a dark place. I was always crying, being anxious, angry, upset, and discouraged. I couldn't see what was ahead in my life. And I tried applying for jobs, but no finance companies or banks would hire me because I have a bad record. Like the bank said I have a bad record. And also I have lawsuits going on. And people tell me that the HR can check whether you have a lawsuit going on, you have court case or any bankruptcies going on. All these legal records will be attached to your name. So that is why I couldn't get a job even with 10 years of finance experience. And I spent more than 1 year just being in this state, you know, not being able to find a job, no income, still having to deal with all these lawsuits, the back and forth of replying lawyer letters and getting angry every time they wrote something new about me, which are all lies. Wow, I was so mentally disturbed. Now I feel like doing YouTube again because I felt that even if I don't share about finance anymore, there are still so many things to share. Like I can share about, I don't know, my life, my experiences, my stories, my journey. I don't know whether people will care or not, but yeah, maybe it can encourage you in some way that even for me going through so much problems in life, I'm still here today. I don't care. I'm in my 30s. People told me you should already be married with kids and have a stable job, but now you don't have any of those and you still want to start over and try to figure out how to earn money and change your career and all that. Some people will tell me, wow, this is too late. Or you messed up your life. But you know what? It's never too late to start over. If God still keeps me alive, if I'm still here, God knows that I can get through it, even though it's hard. And maybe it's just time for a change. And that's why in 2026, I'm completely resetting my life in my 30s. And I hope that, yeah, I can maybe inspire some people to, keep moving forward no matter how tough life can be. People chase me out of work. I have lawsuits. And in the end, because of what it did to me, I had to harm my own body unintentionally because of all the stress I was putting onto myself. I felt really upset for myself and heartbroken for myself. But now I know I have to stand up and reset my life. And even if you're going through a tough time, just know that you can do it. I know you need time. Trust me, I took more than 1 year to slowly step out of the darkness, to slowly try to shift my mentality and tell myself, I just need to change my life instead of just being stuck in the past. I don't know what is it you're going through, but you know what? You are strong enough. If you're still here, standing, you still have a life, you're still able to move around and do things, you can totally change your life. Whether it be in your career, you can change your job, you can start over. Or if you have been in a bad relationship and you're getting out of it, go for it. Take time to be by yourself, savor the singleness and find yourself and learn to love yourself again. Like me, I've been single for more than 5 years. And I've seen a lot. I've experienced a lot. I've learned a lot about what I want and don't want in another partner. So every bad thing you go through, you learn lessons out of it. And that's what I want to encourage you to keep moving forward. And if you want to support me in my journey of starting over, resetting life in my 30s, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the like button and follow me. And I hope to be able to share more with you about, lifestyle, business, and more. So yeah, follow me and subscribe. Thank you for watching me.